GAIA 2 opens the door to an infinite universe of inspired sound creation. Armed with a powerful hybrid engine that combines wavetable and virtual analog synthesis, you can quickly learn the basics before rocketing into uncharted sonic territory. The friendly panel layout logically outlines the synthesis workflow for speedy sound design, while full-size keys provide exceptional playability when you're ready to perform. And with the sequencer and motional pad, it's easy to generate complex sounds and phrases full of dynamic movement, and alter them on the fly. Discover the shape of sound with GAIA 2 and bring all your musical visions to life. GAIA 2's newly developed sound engine puts a never-ending realm of tonal exploration under your fingers. Build familiar sounds inspired by past and present synth icons. Then dive into unique phase and shape modulation tools to unleash cutting-edge textures with complex overtones that can't be expressed with traditional analog synths. Need something more extreme? Just crank the drive knob in the multi-mode filter section for even more grit and power. Whatever you desire, from smooth tones reminiscent of vintage synths to edgy, biting leads to sci-fi soundscapes, GAIA 2 can do it. Wavetable complementing the basic shapes we all know and love, the wavetable oscillator section in GAIA 2 offers multiple waveforms, and you can jump or morph between them for everything from dramatic shifts to slowly evolving textures. Adding the wavetable oscillator introduces contrasting textures into the mix, leading to unforeseen and exciting results. Virtual Analog GAIA 2 gives you the tools to recreate the most famous analog synths of all time or craft all new voices never heard before. Twin virtual analog oscillators provide the building blocks of synthesis, enabling you to conjure past classics with complete authenticity. Or head in the opposite direction and sculpt the tones of the future. Just think about the sound you want and start tweaking to make it come alive. Touch the Sound GAIA 2's logical workflow makes sound creation fast, easy, and fun. The one control per function panel layout enables instant programming without having to resort to creativity-killing menu diving. And with the streamlined knobs and white anodized aluminum panel, even the look is inspiring. Wait until you see how it glows under stage lighting. See the sound positioned front and center. The informative display shows the output audio waveform, as well as the path of the motional pad's recorded movement. With just a glance, you'll instantly grasp what's happening within the most complex of sounds. Classical Education GAIA 2 supports Roland model expansions, which faithfully recreate iconic synthesizers from our long history. Instantly swap between the built-in sound engine and classics like the SH101, Jupiter 8, or Juno 106 with a dedicated button. Each model expansion is fully compatible with the GAIA 2 workflow, letting you reimagine vintage sounds with the panel controls and develop new music using the sequencer. GAIA 2 is Roland's latest update on one of their legendary synths, the 13-year-old 101 GAIA. In addition, the synth's look has changed quite drastically, and the Japanese company has added loads of new features. We check it out in our Roland GAIA 2 review. Roland GAIA 2 review. What's new? GAIA 2's sound engine relies on a combination of wavetable scanning and virtual analog synthesis. This opens up a variety of sound design possibilities. Additionally, Roland has changed the synth's control panel quite dramatically compared to its predecessor to allow for a quicker workflow. Furthermore, its new sequencer and the motional pad offer additional tools to create dynamic sound effects in real time. The synth's newly designed hybrid sound engine combines a wavetable oscillator and two virtual analog oscillators. In addition, there are numerous new modulation options and a pretty versatile sequencer. What's more, dedicated sections on the control panel for chorus and delay/reverb effects allow for dialing in spatial effects easily. Additionally, you'll even find emulations of well-known and legendary Roland synthesizers, including Juno Chorus. A staggering 53 different effects make sound shaping and preset designing a lot easier. And the Japanese synth giant has also added quite a bit of connectivity on the back of the synth. Various USB ports, including a USB-C port, facilitate communication with external devices and software. Additionally, they allow connection to Roland GAIA devices and the Roland Cloud service, giving users access to more sound models and packages. How does it all work? And more importantly, how does it sound? Let's take a closer look in our Roland GAIA 2 review. If you've been thinking about getting your first polyphonic synth, if all you own up to this point is a monophonic one, then you have a lot of fun with GAIA 2. Its workflow concept of quickly dialing in a cool sound with a wacky 64-step sequence or an arpeggio with added probability, or even a simply bass line is an easy way of getting started. But that doesn't mean that the synth is too simplified and lacks in-depth sound design possibilities. Quite the contrary. Gaia 2 is packed with features that will make even seasoned users scratch their heads. Its synthesis engine consists of 3 parts. 1 wavetable oscillator and 2 VI oscillators. They can be freely mixed, synced, shaped, and pitch-adjusted/tuned. 2 LFOs and 2 linked ADSR envelope generators for amp and filter, add movement to the sound. In addition, it is worth taking a closer look at the new motional pad, because, at least for me, the motion recording turned out to be the most exciting feature during the Roland GAIA 2 review. There is also a multi-mode filter, HP LPBP with -12, -18 or -24 decibels/oct, each with added controls for resonance and drive. The multi-effects section is lush with 53 effect types, different reverbs, delays, 3 types of chorus effects with a total of 9 modes, and a master equalizer and master compressor. On the performance side, Gaia 2 offers optional portamento, a monophonic mode, a unison parameter for ultra-wide chords, and a chord memory. In addition, a variety of randomized helps spice up your sequences. Sound-wise, Gaia 2 sounds like any modern Roland synthesizer. This means it can sound really wide and huge, or rather fat and gnarly, or even tiny and thin if you so desire. This synth is suitable for just about any genre of music. As with many other recent Roland synthesizers, Gaia 2 lets you import 2 additional sound models. The SH101 comes pre-installed. But changing the sound model does not change the overall behavior and workflow of Gaia 2, rather the oscillators change. An additional model of old Roland filters would have been nice. As we've reached the end of our Roland GAIA 2 review, I must say that it's quite a versatile synthesizer with a huge number of sound shaping possibilities, a real all-rounder. Combining wavetable synthesis with virtual analog synthesis gets you quite a few unusual sounds. And the possibility of recording movements through the new motional pad as a source of modulation is loads of fun. Gaia 2 isn't just another knob twister that confused beginners, though. Quite the contrary. Its workflow invites even complete newbies to create sounds and to just play. Unfortunately, though, Roland only installed a normal caped without aftertouch. MPE would have been nice as well, as its adaptation has been growing in hardware synths in recent years. Outside the motional pad, which we knew from other recent Roland synths, there aren't a lot of new or left-field features to make this synth a bit more exciting. And as a personal note, I'm not the biggest fan of the aluminum-based control panel. Because of its sharp edges, rest my hands on it during sound design sessions was not very comfortable. But like I said earlier, Gaia 2 is a great synthesizer for beginners and advanced users who do not yet have hardware sound generators in their studio. The synthesizer is an all-round carefree package for everyone who likes virtual analog and wavetable synthesis.